You're watching CW Montana. This is the MTN 9 o'clock news.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Russ Riesinger. We want to get you up to date on what's been happening with the coronavirus outbreak. Tonight, 4 people in Montana have tested positive and 3 are here in Yellowstone County. 4 more, I should say. All 3 were people in their 20s, a woman and 2 men. A woman from Roosevelt County in her 70s also tested positive after international travel. 15 people have tested positive so far in Montana, 18 in Wyoming. Nationwide, 13,678 cases have now been reported, resulting in some 200 deaths. Meanwhile, Montana Governor Steve Bullock advising all Montanans who've recently traveled internationally to self-quarantine for 14 days after returning home. Bullock says, quote, "Prevention is our best tool for combating COVID-19. The ability to slow new infections is in our hands, and our friends and neighbors are counting on us to do the right thing." And Red Lodge Mountain is closing for the rest of the season in response to quickly changing coronavirus recommendations. General Manager Jeff Schmidt says, quote, "This decision weighed heavily on our hearts. However, we feel strongly about doing our part in controlling the spread of COVID-19. Well, some of our community's most vulnerable are at greater risk right now as the coronavirus crisis looms, and we're learning that nonprofits that support those in need are now reaching a critical capacity. Q2's Andrea Lutz visited the Billings Food Bank today and has more on how COVID-19 has changed operations.
Bundles of food positioned neatly in carts, ready to go out to those in need. The threat of the coronavirus is changing up the way everyone is doing things.
It's different for us, but it's different for anybody in the country right now.
Cheryl Shandy with the food bank says they've seen an increase as the economy remains uncertain.
We're seeing all new clientele because of so many layoffs in the service industry, and other people are cutting back.
So for now, clients are encouraged to remain outside of their car, form a line, and wait for a staff member to come get them. With the increase in food going out, those with the food bank say they're dipping into supplies at a faster rate.
It's a challenging time for us because it's really not business as usual.
At the Montana Rescue Mission, a major increase in people staying here, up to 200 people a night.
That is double what we had this time last year.
Matt Lundgren says donations have come to a halt.
Even in the last couple of weeks with the restaurants and bars closing and other employers laying people off, I think we're starting to see a real influx of people, and that's really stretching our resources to the limit.
Stretching resources to the point that cupboards and food shelves are becoming increasingly bare.
When we're serving people, almost 200 people, 3 meals a day, you can realize how fast that goes.
Both organizations say donations are needed now more than ever, asking anyone who can to give.
And when it comes to those donations, cash is best. The Montana Rescue Mission relies on local partners for food, but store shelves everywhere aren't quite stocked. If they get cash, they can buy that food wholesale. And Tumbleweed, a group that serves homeless youth, also seeing a growing need for food. Their team is actively responding to the increasing demand while following all CDC COVID-19 safety standards. A few items that are needed: pasta and sauce, instant mashed potatoes, bread, canned tuna fish, canned chicken, veggies and fruits, and most non-perishable food items. Tumbleweed Food Box Distribution and Food Donation Drop-Off is located at 505 North 24th. Food donation drop-off is Monday through Friday from 1 till 3 p.m. Food box pickup is each weekday from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. There are some specific guidelines to follow, and to have any questions answered, you can call 406-259-2558. And if any of the pickup or drop-off times don't work for you, Tumbleweed will try and help you out. Family Services is also seeing an increased need. You can join us on Montana This Morning tomorrow for more information on how you can help. Well, senior citizens are taking advantage of the new special shopping hours set aside at Albertsons stores. This was the parking lot at the 13th and Grand location in Billings this morning. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning from 7 until 9, those stores are open to seniors, pregnant women, or anyone with a compromised immune system. Today was the first day they rolled out the special shopping hours. They're asking everyone else to avoid shopping during these times.
The carts were all clean and ready for us. The The clerks were more than helpful if you needed help with anything. So I'm pleased with it. It was very nice that they did this for senior citizens.
Those special hours are in effect at all 2,200 plus Albertsons Company stores nationwide. Well, Governor Steve Bullock released additional guidance on public K-12 school closures today. At this time, there's still no decision on whether future closures will be put into place. But should the public school closures last beyond the 2 weeks, students would not be required to make up the lost time if the district followed the directive to provide meals for students, remote learning, and other customary school services. Superintendent Greg Upham said that they had food on day one and expect to have hot meals by next week. Districts will receive all normal budgeted state payments and are holding a board meeting to discuss activities, facilities, and food services, as well as the emotional aspect of the closures.
I'm very pleased with where we are right now. We have some work to do, but the amount of work that's been going on and the positiveness that I'm seeing and the creativity from our teachers and our personnel have been great. Our counselors are posting supports for students who might experience mental health concerns and those types of things. So we're firing on all cylinders right now, and I couldn't be more proud of our district and our staff and the community in support.
Upham says that at this time they have around 1,700 electronic devices in process and asked families to reach out to School District 2 if they haven't been contacted. Schools are working hard to make the transition to an online-based learning platform. Among those schools, Skyview High School. Principal Deb Black tells us that they are currently allowing students to come in and check out all their necessary school supplies, such as textbooks and laptops. According to Black, the transition has been smooth and students are able to log in online and complete all necessary coursework. This time they are set up for one more week of online learning, but are prepared for more if needed.
This is how students learn now. It's the online piece. It's not the sit and get piece that I grew up with. And I think we're going to see more and more of this. And as teachers get more comfortable with doing this with their students, I think that's going to be real helpful too.
And Principal Black tells us that at this time they are hopeful and expecting students to still be able to complete all necessary learning hours, and seniors will still graduate on time. Well, even during this downtime for schools, it's no vacation for teachers. These are some pictures of teachers in the Hardin School District prepping packets for their littlest learners. The packets are available to preschoolers at the Kindergarten Readiness Center. During the closure of public schools, the teachers still wanted to find a way to help the students. They're also lending a hand, handing out bag breakfast and lunch to the kids across the district. Those are available Monday through Friday at different sites throughout the day, and anyone 18 and under can pick one up. You can visit the district Facebook page or website for those times and locations. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Yellowstone County will open their main clubhouse Monday to club members who are homeless, have parents who are first responders, or who work at one of the hospitals in Billings. President and CEO Brian Dennis said the club leadership decided to step up and care for its most vulnerable members, especially during this time when public schools are closed.
We have decided that the greater risk, in our opinion, is to not provide some level of service to these families and these kids who need us most. We think we can do it safely. We've been in consultation the entire process with Riverstone Health and the health officials over there to try and create an experience that is not only beneficial to the kids, but is as safe as we can make it and mitigates any risk from illness.
And when it opens Monday morning, the club will implement new safety guidelines and social distancing procedures approved by the county health director, John Felton. Those steps include temperature taking twice per day for both kids and staff, as well as limiting group sizes and interactions between club members.
We're providing the traditional club experience, but doing it with an extra layer of effort and safety. You know, we're going to have a nurse here, a school nurse, and we're going to be taking temperatures, you know, and we're going to be watching kids real close, and we're going to leave spaces vacant so they can be cleaned multiple times per day. You know, there all the different things that the team has thought about to make sure that we're doing as much as we can as safely as we can.
The Boys and Girls Club operates 5 clubhouses in Yellowstone County, but 4 of those clubs are school-based, and all the clubs have been shut down since schools closed this past Monday. As for how many kids the club could end up caring for, Dennis said it's preparing for up to 100 kids to begin with with an eventual capacity of 150. Well, the coronavirus and health recommendations have led to many closures worldwide. While COVID-19 can't be transferred to our dogs and cats, MTN's David J. reports on a closure that does affect potential pets.
Billings Animal Rescue Care, or BARC, has closed because of the coronavirus.
We're an all-volunteer organization, and the vast majority of us are older. And most of us have some type of illness that would make us easily compromised. So we had to close our door.
BARC takes care of about 60 to 100 animals, and normally up to about 10 a week get adopted.
It was very scary to make the decision to close our door, not knowing if we would ever be able to open it back up. Closing our door means that we cannot do our adoptions. Not doing adoptions means that we cannot make money to pay our rent, our gas bill, or our electric bill. Our veterinarian always waits. We always owe her lots of money, but she doesn't press us too hard.
Sandy Price says the coronavirus has caused this challenge for many animal shelters.
Not only across the country, around the world. They're having the same type of issues. They're having supply shortages. They're having people wanting to relinquish their pets. Pretty much a global problem with the pets right now.
While potential pet owners cannot get inside the building, Price has another idea to show the animals.
We can upload videos on our Facebook page, and then people could look there, see if they see someone that they might potentially like, and then we could do an outdoor fresh air adoption. It's very exciting when one of our animals go out of here. Of course, it's a little bit sad because sometimes we get really attached to them, but we know what they came from and we know where they're going. That's what keeps us going. That's our pay.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
Sandy Price says the closure also means the shelter has not been receiving other pets. Once again, she's hoping to get the adoptions going on Facebook next week. COVID-19 is also putting a hold on elephants, tigers, aerialists, and clowns who were headed for Billings next month. The 69th annual El Badu Shrine Circus, set for April 1st through the 5th in Billings, has been postponed. The El Badu Shriners let Q2 know today that there is an alternate date set, but those won't be announced until the community and country know more about the coronavirus and its spread. Now, Lucky Siebert, local Shriner and intermission ringmaster for the circus, says, quote, "We need to take it seriously so it will get over quicker." The five-day performance event draws nearly 15,000 people each year to the Shrine Auditorium on Broadwater Avenue, and it's the major fundraiser to keep the lights on and facility open for the community to use. If you've already purchased tickets, Siebert says they will be honored for the alternate dates when announced, or if you would like to get a refund, you can go to the auditorium there on Broadwater Avenue for a refund. If you purchase the tickets online, you do need to go back online to get your refund. Well, this is certainly a challenging time for grown-ups and confusing for many people of young age. But there's an 11-year-old girl in Arley who is doing something unique and beautiful, and we wanted to share it with you. For the past several nights at sunset, Aurora O'Neill dances a jingle dance to the Creator, asking for healing upon the earth in the face of this pandemic. She's answering the call of jingle dancers across the country who are also participating. This type of dancing is considered a healing prayer in the Native American community. Aurora is a descendant of the Salish tribe. Still to come on the CW News here at 9 o'clock, dream semester studying abroad quickly turns into a nightmare for one University of Montana student. We're going to hear from her next.